It's Prime Day. You're looking for the best keyboard for a decent price. It's probably gonna be on sale on that day. And maybe it's your first keyboard. Maybe this is the first time you're kind of looking for this kind of thing. So I went on the hunt for a little bit, looking around for some keyboards that I could find that I think would be a good deal and I think would be a good starter kit. So I came across the Boyi GMK 67. It's a 65% keyboard, comes in a lot of different colors actually, and it has south-facing switches, which if you don't know what those are, it's what you want in every keyboard you have, and it's gasket mounted. Gasket mounted is kind of the ideal situation for any keyboard because it has a flex, it has a better sound, a lot of better things going on with it. We're gonna check it out, we're gonna do a quick build, diagnose it, the whole thing. Let's take a look. So it does come in a bag. I opened this by myself. I'm sorry, guys. When I opened this up, I was pretty impressed with the quality. The plastic feels pretty nice. It's very thick, not a lot of flex there. There's a few imperfections if you look in the camera lens. I'm not sure if you'll see it from this top camera here. Little dents right here, little areas. I don't know if it's like where the plastic mold was snapped off when they made this. It seems like that might be the case, but you're not gonna notice them when actually using it, right? Battery indicator and LED indicator right here. So of course, RGB, it's addressable, a multimedia knob right here for volume up and down and mute and unmute. Feet that are multi-stage right here. And again, the color scheme on this is just absolutely gorgeous, right? You guys can all agree with me there. Now that we've got this out of the box, let's see what else this comes with at the moment. So you're also gonna get a threaded cable, which this is really nice. I haven't seen nice ones like that. And a keycap puller. These are my favorite styles too. Now mind you, this is all $70. This is the only bare bones kit they've made. I think it's kind of newer because I've not seen much information about this whatsoever. First of all, let's just see what this sounds like with some switches. So I'm gonna pull up my switches. One moment here. Ow. I went with Gatoron silver switches. These were $40, pre-lubed. These are really high quality switches. You can go with several other switches on this board. I've actually advertised many on my channel, and any of the Acco brand, like the Acco Rose Pink, the Acco Jelly Black, all super nice budget options. But I decided to go a little more premium in this build because I'm gonna switch these around different keyboards and see how they sound. I'll drop a link in the description down below if you're interested in them. So here's what we're gonna do first. We're gonna put some switches in there and we're gonna see how this sounds with the keyboard. Just stock out of the box if you didn't want to do any mods to this thing, right? I always start with just the space bar here. Now here's another thing about this premium keyboard. This is, I believe it's a polycarbonate plate, a lot more muted and better sounding, doesn't have any ping to it. You don't find these a lot on this budget of a keyboard. You find metal, right? You find aluminum plates. This is a really nice plate to have. You'll not find this nice of a plate on other boards at this price range, right? All right, so let's see how this sounds just a little bit. I'll give it just a quick little sound test for you guys before we move forward. Don't look at me about putting the spacebar on backwards. Oh, they did like a match of green. That's fantastic. So no mods, no opening the case up, out of the box. If you just bought it and wanted to put this together yourself with no mods. The spacebar and the stabilizers, which are these parts right here, they are a little rattly. So we're gonna have to take this apart. We're gonna have to mod this and improve that. The shift key sounds good. Spacebar does not. But overall, I mean, that's not bad, right? These keys right here out of the box, very good. So let's take this apart. Let's see what's inside this thing. Let's see if it's truly gasket mount, which if you push on this, you can tell it is. So the first thing I noticed when I rolled this out, there's no screws on the bottom. So I think that you have to take the rubber feet off. I'm really hoping it's not mounted from the top down. We're gonna see. We're gonna go for it, guys. I think I have to rip these feet off, because how else are you supposed to take this lid off? Oh yeah, this is USB 2.4 gigahertz. It has a Windows and a Mac mode, Bluetooth and 2.4 mode, and USB-C wired mode, of course. But are we gonna have to take the feet off just to get to the screws? It's just very unfortunate. Wait, there's no screws under there either. Where are the screws? Wait, how does this snap together? What? How does this go together? Can you guys explain something to me? I'm super confused here. Can you take these off? Let's just see what happens, I guess. Nothing's happening. Is it all one molded piece? Wait a minute. Future Derek here. I actually reached out to the manufacturer because I was super confused on how I could actually take this apart. And it turns out there's a super simple way on how to do it, which I'll show you right now. All right, so all you have to do is take off this knob, and it may not feel like it's gonna come off, but you just yank it as hard as you can. Clips, it's clip system. So you push down.
20 minutes later.
Oh no. Ow, gosh, it is not easy. Do this for you guys, be grateful. There we go. Oh my goodness, that only took a journey and a half. There are foam gaskets on the inside. It's a very nice case actually, look at that. They got a daughter board, battery, glue it in place. I mean, I wouldn't recommend taking this apart based on what I just went through, but PCB is actually really high quality too. Foam in between the the plate and the PCB. So you're gonna get a really good sound profile out of this. And the foam, perfect kind of foam that you want to have that deeper sound. We're gonna see if we can get these stabilizers out, which these are clip-on, so that's not so bad. Very tight tolerance, so that's good. I'm not gonna complain about that. These are actually pretty decent quality. There's no extra clips on here to make all the extra rattle, so we're okay there. We're gonna take this all apart and we're gonna lube all of these because no keyboard manufacturer does lube right, and we're gonna make sure to do it the right way. And you know what? There is a little bit of lube in here. Can confirm, but I will never stand for that. I always need to lube my own switches, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna take apart all of these right here, get all the pre-lubed on here cleaned off. You don't have to listen to me doing these also. You can skip this part. All back in place. Now let's put all the switches back in. I won't make you watch this entire process from the start to finish. So let me just go like this. There. Keyboard assembled as far as switches go. Now I did gut my other keyboard to go with this matcha green keycap set, but they match really well. So if you want green on green and all the accents included, I'll drop a description down below of exactly which one you should get. The green, matcha, matcha. All right, and there we have it, folks. This keyboard is fully built, looking absolutely beautiful. A green lover's dream. For 70 bucks, this is actually a really good deal, minus the limitations here of being able to take this apart. I would think that this is amazing, fantastic deal. So the Speed Silver is giving us very low travel distance. So very quickly you're hitting the rock at the bottom of that switch, right? So you don't have to go with the style or the sound profile. This keyboard docks a little bit. More quiet than anything, but switches really make the sound profile more than anything. And it's very muted with all that foam in there that you can't unfortunately take apart, but it's still good overall. I'm gonna give it some testing, do some gaming with it, and I'm gonna report back. But so far, first impressions after putting this together, this is $70. It's gasket mounted, it's made of plastic, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with paying 70 bucks for plastic versus paying something like 200 and I believe it's $20 after shipping for this, which is not much different in sound profile. There's a weight, it has a nice brass, beautiful emblem back there. But this keyboard for $70, if you look, it's not that much different, right? I believe this board is someone that's been skeptical about keyboards. I don't really want to get into keyboards. It's a lot of work, lots of modding. Well, just tell them to pick up some dielectric grease, do the simple mod that I did in this video. There's lots of tutorials out there, don't worry about that. That's all you have to do. That one mod, give them a switch recommendation and they're good to go. No other assembly required. This is a perfect pre-built that still gives you the ability to pick your keycaps, pick your color scheme, and pick your switches. So overall, this keyboard is really nice, but let's do some testing, let's do some gaming on it. Let's see if this thing does actually live up to its hype. I've been testing this out on Call of Duty, typing at work, and just general use, and I can't notice any extra latency, any extra delay on anything I've been doing compared to any of the keyboards I have in my collection. So yes, I'm gonna recommend this board for a first timer. It requires no assembly. Only thing you need to do, lube the stabilizers and you're set. All the foam, all the modding, the materials this is made of, all perfect for someone who's just starting out, has never touched a custom keyboard, and wants something to get their foot in the door. On Prime Day, definitely keep your eyes out for this one.